She was holding up the ceiling with two kids and borrowed breath, counting pennies, counting chances, trying to outrun what's next. Then he walked in like a shortcut, like a door she didn't earn. Not a good man, not a safe one, but a break she didn't have to learn. He drank like something chased him, talked like he was always right, looked at people like they owed him, measured worth in black and white. Didn't hide the things he carried, didn't soften what he said, but he worked and he provided, and she chose that road instead. She saw a house where there was fire, she saw a future in a liar. She didn't fall for who he was, she fell for what it looked like. A steady hand, a place to land, a way to make it feel right. A picture frame with perfect lines, where nothing moved or broke inside. She chose the life that made sense, not the truth she had to hide. They stood there making promises, paper vows and courtroom eyes. He said they're mine, I'll raise them right, and she believed his borrowed lines. Then a boy to seal the picture, 3 kids, a house, a name. And from the outside looking in, you'd swear it all was safe. She learned to smooth the sharpest edges when his temper slipped the mask. When the room would start to notice, she'd step in before they asked. Turn his anger into silence, turn his cruelty into stress, turn a moment into nothing, turn the truth into a guess. The bottle spoke what he denied, and she stayed there at his side. She didn't fall for who he was, she fell for what it looked like. A family standing shoulder to shoulder under a steady light. If no one saw the cracks beneath, then maybe they weren't real. So she kept painting over everything she didn't want to feel. One night the oldest stayed awake, he wasn't meant to see the sound of something breaking where love was supposed to be. Then it stopped, or so it seemed, but something else took shape. A belt instead of open hands, a quieter kind of pain. He took it like a promise, like it somehow made him strong. And his sister learned to echo every version that was wrong. She sat them down on bunk bed wood, said we're leaving, it's the end. Didn't say how trust gets broken, didn't say it starts again. Now it's 3 in her again, back to where she used to stand. Kids growing up between 2 worlds, neither one a steady hand. The oldest filled the empty space, a child learning how to raise. Somewhere in the space between love and survival, you stop asking what's real. And somehow they said vows again, like time could be undone. He promised things in better words, and she chose to call it love. Now she fought for his reflection, polished every broken piece, turned his flaws into a story that could almost look like peace. Money came and houses followed, trust funds built like sacred ground. And from the outside looking in, nothing broken could be found. And now it looked like something strong, like maybe she was right, like all the years of holding on had finally paid the price. If this was what it all became, then maybe it was worth the cost. If the ending looked like something good, that nothing had been lost. The oldest son, a life his own, a child about to start, a family built from everything he carried in his heart. And for a moment it felt clean, like something finally healed, like all the damage in between had somehow been concealed. Then came the truth, quiet and sharp, not a mistake, not a phase. 20 years of hidden life, buried deep in separate days. Another woman, 2 young girls, a promise stretched in lies, told us soon I'll make it right, while years kept passing by. And when it came to choosing sides, he chose the life he owned. Left her there with everything and carried nothing home. And still she stayed, she held the line for kids and what could be, for grandkids and a future. She prayed she'd live to see. She gave him every piece she had, through every rise and fall. Believed if she just loved enough, it would redeem it all. She didn't fall for who he was, she fell for what it could be. A life that made the damage fade, a truth she couldn't see. She gave it everything she had, till there was nothing left, and hoped that love would balance out a lifetime of regret. Once she left, the truth came clear. No mask, no need to hide. He stripped it down to nothing, left them empty on the side. Forged names in quiet ink, took what wasn't his to take. A man who only built his world on everything he'd break. She was sunlight once, before she learned that some men never change, and some lives look perfect only from far away.